So this is week 20 of the 52 weeks of cooking challenge. This week's challenge is Jam and Jellies, and we are making Swedish meatballs. To the layman, that may sound a little bit silly because you're like, oh, what does jam and jelly have to do with meatballs? But the entire key to this dish is lingonberry jam. So we're just gonna take one small yellow onion and then melt a knob of butter over medium heat. My parents bought me this. We're gonna see how it goes. Slap chop. Is it worth it? I don't know. It's too early to tell, but it somehow sorta sucks and sorta rules. We're gonna melt our butter.
Oh shit.
We're gonna melt our butter and then put our slap chopped onion in to cook over just a couple minutes. Throw in a little bit of salt. Dipshit. And just saute this over medium heat for about 5 minutes or so. God, yeah. The onion. So yeah, you're not gonna go crazy with these. You're just maybe gonna saute them for 5 to 10 minutes just until they turn translucent. And I'm gonna say after about 5-6 minutes, that's good enough. We're gonna set that to the side. And now, we're gonna mix together all of our other bullshit. So as far as the other bullshit goes, we're gonna do 2 eggs, about 1/3 of a cup of some plain ass breadcrumbs, 1/4 cup of milk, some pepper. That's about as much as I feel like doing. 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, and then your onion mixture. It's not a mixture. You don't want to do your fucking onions. And this shit already smells like Swedish meatballs. So we're gonna give that a mix. Under normal circumstances, we'd be using a pound of ground beef and a pound of ground pork. Publix didn't have any, man, so I have this Wahlburgers meatball meatloaf blend. Beef, pork, and veal. It's gonna be the same shit, but if you're making this, try and get ground pork and ground beef. Look at this asshole, man. He's like, hey, this is Mark Wahlberg. Please enjoy my meatball mix. Please do not Google the violent racial attacks that I made on minorities in my teenage years. But goddamn, get out of there. So now that we've got Marky Mark's famous beef mix and everything in here, you know what, man? We're gonna want to go in with some hand. Just gonna be easier. These meatballs, as the kids say, these are goated. These meatballs flavor mog every other kind of dinner. These meatballs are delicious, maxing 6-7. We got everything nice and mixed together. The doctor has performed surgery, and I'm just gonna throw this in the fridge while we do all the other bullshit. Next step is we're gonna preheat the oven to 425. I don't know quite what to do next. Guess I shouldn't.
The gravy.
Oh, white. So the next step is gonna be doing the gravy. 2 tablespoons worth of butter. We're gonna melt that in a pan over medium heat. Come on, bro. Die. So we're gonna melt that butter over medium heat, and we're gonna do 3, one of those is a little short, 3 tablespoons of flour. And then we're gonna get this nice and rooey. We're just gonna cook this for a couple minutes. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't think I added quite enough butter in here, but it's also too late. Alright, so we are real lightly toasted, and now we're just gonna whisk in about 3 cups of beef broth. We're gonna do a little at a time, making sure that we're whisking it constantly to break up all those lumps. Don't let it scare you though, I've fucked up about 37 different gravies. So just do your best, whisk it in slow, little at a time. When you don't see any more lumps, you're pretty much just safe to throw the rest in there. So now that we got our, oh god, shit, we're gonna do 1/2 of a cup of heavy cream. Get that whisked in, and this should start looking familiar to you, like a Swedish meatball gravy. So now that we got that, we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, little splash of Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of pepper, give it a whisk, and then set this to the side while we form our meatballs. So we're gonna take a tray, very lightly oil it, and start forming our meatballs after we wash our manos very well. My lady normally does this bit, so I'm gonna do my best. I'm making like little golf ball size meatballs. meatballs.
Hey, this is Mark Wahlberg. Please enjoy my meatball machine. Please do not Google the violent racial attacks that I made on minorities in my teenage years.
What I felt, perfect. We've just been fucking up ever since. Alright, man. Well, this didn't turn out super even. But you know what else isn't perfect and even?
Mark Wahlberg.
Love and life. How sad your life must be if you're focusing on perfection instead of what's in front of you, which is the beauty of happenstance. We're gonna throw them in our preheated oven for 25 minutes. And then check them to see if we're done. Because I got dishes to do and ciggies to rip. So I'll be back. So our meatballs have been in there for about 25 minutes. We're going to check them and make sure they're at 160 because I made them big as shit. They sure are. So now we're going to bring our sauce back over and heat it up. And our meatballs, known as famous meatballs, these are going to go in our
Gravy.
Oh shit. Keen-eyed observers may have noticed that I totally forgot to salt the meatball mixture. Gonna move them all into our gravy on medium. And we're just leaving this to simmer to thicken up a little bit while we wait for our noodles and our peas to be done. Alright, so after a couple minutes, we have thickened up a good bit. I'm gonna go ahead and call this done. This is the key. So this is what makes it important for Jams and Jellies. This sets it all the way off. Lingonberry jam. A must-have for Swedish meatballs. Two of hearts that beat. Two of hearts. I'm Pippi, I'm Loki. Two of hearts that beat as one. So this is week 20 of the 52 Weeks of Cooking Challenge. This week's challenge was Jams and Jellies. And this week we made Swedish meatballs with lingonberry jam. And I know that feels like a cop-out because we just put lingonberry on top, but I'm telling you right now, it is crucial to the dish. Okay, good, muffin. I was worried when I forgot to salt the meatballs that it might be fucked up. It's not fucked up.